What's up, guys? It's Notsoairjordan. You're watching The Sideline Show.
Everybody, listen up!
It's The Sideline Show.
Long go! Rebound box! Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Everybody's ready to go. He's ready to go. I'm ready to go. And you're ready to go.
Introducing now the host of The Sideline Show, Jackson Prince.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? You are watching The Sideline Show. I'm your host, Jackson Prince, and today we have on one of my favorite guests I think we're ever going to have on, actually. He is a master at content creation, super entertaining dude to watch. You probably have watched his videos while eating lunch or something. This guy is a master at YouTube. I'm super excited to have his story on. I got my man, Notsoairjordan. What's up, dude?
Dude, thanks for having me on, bro.
Dude,
eating your lunch was funny because so many people tell me that they eat dinner and watch my videos.
Dude, it's real, bro. I mean, it's just the YouTube kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you do, man. Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The first time I ever saw your videos, I was like, if I meet this dude in person, I'm probably not gonna like him.
That's fine, dude. Some people will say that shit too, and then when they have a conversation with me, they're like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, I told you the same thing. Because you invited me out to the mini hoop 3-on-3 tournament, which I'm sure the video will be dropping soon. Man, and I was just like, and I went with Dre. I remember telling him Dre, I don't know, man. I've seen this dude's videos. He's too goofy. I'm super competitive. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to like the guy. I might try to fight him. And he was just like, no, bro, I promise. He's cool. And then we got to talking, and I was like, oh. You're actually kind of dope. So, no, I'm glad you're, actually a cool dude and not,
It's the best compliment to hear from somebody, dude, because if you, watch my content from, a year ago, even, earlier this year in January, dude, there's, it's like a complete 360.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, dude, you're, it's super entertaining. I always had fun watching your videos, but I remember just thinking to myself, man, if I had to guard this dude at, Frisco Fieldhouse or whatever, if I had to guard this dude, I would just get so pissed off so quick, bro. Because you come out there in the do-rag and the tights.
Dude,
and the...
That was an era, bro. That was a wicked era, man. Holy shit.
Dude, so you started telling me about your story. And I kind of want to start there, and then we'll get into all the content stuff and talk about, your AAU team and getting all the guys that you've helped. Dude, take me back to the very beginning of this stuff. Give me your story. I just want to hear it.
All right, I'll try to keep it simplistic as hell. But when I first started doing YouTube, or ever thought of starting to do YouTube, I was recording at Fitness Connection. I wasn't wearing a do-rag. I wasn't wearing any jerseys or anything. And I was actually trying to win. If you go watch, I don't know, my 5th video, you'll see me take the game so serious. And I did it, I don't know for how long, but it was maybe a couple of months. And I just was editing and stuff, and I just realized how much fun I wasn't having, because I didn't play basketball growing up. I never played in high school. I think I played the most was my 7th grade, didn't even make the team my 8th grade year. So it's one day I have a neighbor that we were doing men's league with. I started to do men's league content, and I was hitting him up. I was like, bro, would it be funny if we dressed up goofy as shit, and went to a men's league and it was just fucking around. So we went to Dick's and we bought high ass pink shorts, super tight tank tops. My homie's wearing goggles and floppers that scuba divers wear. And we just pulled up, and I think we all actually wore do-rags that first video. And from that point on, I was like, bro, this is it. This is myself, I get to fuck around. I was 21 at the time. So, I really didn't give a shit, nor did I care about what anybody thought of me, brands and all that stuff, the shit that actually matters. So I was just dude, I'm fucking running with that, for however long. And then, after that, I tried to build a team, which, you hoop at them a lot, Eric, Babyface, Bugs, and all them. And it was going good for a while, but obviously, it's hard to keep a team together, bro, let alone make everybody happy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I tried to keep it going as long as we could. They have opinions and, situations of their own that I guess affected that shit and all. But after the team is then when I started to really tap into the AAU scene, just scrapping away the men's league shit, the do-rag and all that, and just completely revamping my brand to what it is now, which what I said, from January to now, it's completely different, dude.
Sweet, dude. Yeah. No, it's cool to see the evolution of all the content stuff, because when I first saw you, it was the do-rag and
the crazy shit, the
girls,
I
the
forgot
emotes,
about that.
and man. But I went to that run the other day, or the YouTube video that you did, and I was like, oh, this dude's way different than what I thought, man. Dude, I can see you've grown up a lot in the content stuff. Why?
I mean, shit. There's a lot of reasons. I think the main reason is I have kids. You know, I have 2 kids, and my youngest is autistic. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I think that was like a humbling moment for me. And then my daughter is obviously getting older, and she's actually watched one of my older videos. And whenever I found out she had died, I was like, dude, like, I gotta stop. You know, like I just gotta stop. And I was like stressing it for a moment because I actually wanted to quit recently. I don't know if you saw that video I recorded of like, you know, thank you for everything, whatever. Because I was actually like contemplating just walking away and just getting a normal job, dude, just chilling out, you know. But then I was like, you know what? Nah, like I've got like do or die on my freaking knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Like I've got everything tatted on me and stuff. Like why would I do that? You know? So I was just thinking and plotting, praying. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to build a relationship with, you know, a higher power being God and stuff. And you know, he just led me to the AAU shit, dude, and just filming the younger guys and all that, and just really doing the second channel stuff that you were invited on. Just like more brand friendly shit, dude, you know? For sure. Which honestly is like the best decision I've ever made. Like it makes me more happy going to film content. I wake up not worried about if a motherfucker's gonna want to fight me at a fucking Walmart or some shit. You know, dude, like I would actually deal with that, dude. Like I would go to the store with like my friends and stuff, like, oh my God, someone's gonna notice me that I pissed off, and they're gonna come up to me like, oh yeah, you know, you put me on the internet, blah 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 blah. Like I would actually be scared of that shit, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I would.
So that like actually happened to you?
No one's ever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no. It's never happened. Dude. That's just a thought, like, you know.
Well, I know that if it was me, look, I'm not gonna fight you, but like if I see you around, like you're gonna get a dirty look.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Especially if you like did something crazy and like cooked me, and then it's got 700,000 views, and I'm just like, oh my God, bro, like.
And it happens to people, bro. Like
I've
gotten like a lot of like viral moments from that shit. Yeah. Just creating those reactions. And like I said, dude, when you're young and you're first starting YouTube and you're getting all those views, it's like you don't care. Like I didn't care. Yeah. I didn't really give a shit what anybody thought. But then like you start to get bigger, you build a fan base. My fan base is a young demographic. Right. You know what I'm saying? I work with high schoolers now, so it's like, should I still be doing that? And like the answer is no, bro. Like there's just bigger and better stuff. And like I said, what I'm doing now is like my peak, you know, so I'm just going to ride with that.
For sure, man. Dude, I came into content on the other side of things. Like my thought was I'm creating content for brands. Right. Because like I was a college athlete. So I was recruited to be a walk-on. And I knew that like the only way I was going to get school paid for, both of my parents are teachers. I have 4 siblings, 2 of which have special needs. And like my sister Madison, she's like 7, 8 years old, and she's like super autistic. Like, she's like in a wheelchair, got a feeding tube. So, dude, I totally feel you like with your daughter. So, yeah, like I was recruited as a walk-on, and so I came into it with the knowledge of I gotta get school paid for. Like, NIL is the only way I'm gonna get it done. So. Like my head coach, the one who recruited me, I didn't get to play for him, but the one who recruited me was like, yeah, you need to make a podcast and you need to do all this content stuff. And he said, everyone at the University of Texas needs to know who Jackson Prince is. So I was like, all right, cool. So I started making content, boom. And it was like I'm going to keep it professional. I'm not going to be cussing online. I'm going to keep it solid, right? I'm going to grow up. And now I'm actually developing into, like, yes, I want to remain professional, but I also want to be super entertaining. Yeah. So there's like I'm trying to like tip
it's hard.
It's tough. It's tough to balance out like professionalism versus being super entertaining, and like I'll never be on the side of like wearing a do-rag and like going to hoop.
Yeah, I get you.
But what I was discussing with like Dre and Babyface and those guys was, man, like y'all are just so much better at the hoops social media than I am, because I've like not dumbed down, but I've like suppressed my big personality. Yeah. And now I'm like struggling if I go and make a hoops video, I'm struggling for it to blow up because I've like suppressed it for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard, dude. Like because I've had like countless of meetings with my management, bro, like about the same topic. Like, you know, how can I get bigger brand deals? How can I go to, you know, like the events like the NBA celebrity games, these all-star games, go to the creator, you know, the House of Highlights stuff. Yeah. And it's like, oh, you know, they preach to me brand friendly this, brand friendly that, you know, so like I did it, you know, like if you go look at my shit now, like all of my platforms, and like I'm talking about just myself, not like Gremlin University shit. Right. It's just completely revamped, bro. And like I said, it's helped me a lot. But like I get what you're saying, dude. Yeah. It's hard to be entertaining, professional, and then be yourself as well. That's why I was so drawn to quitting, because it's like, dude, if I gotta completely change who I am, that's gonna be miserable, bro. Yeah. On camera, like you'll see the effect, you know. One
of the things, because I work with a lot of like high school and college athletes who are trying to get more brand deals. One of the things that I tell them is, you do have to kind of create a character for social media. Yeah. For 2 reasons. One, you can create a character that people are actually drawn to and more interested in, because like obviously you have a character on social media and like you're very different right now than you would be if we were going to hoop with cameras out and everything. So I tell them like, yeah, you should create a character because that's what's going to draw people to you. And then you can start giving them insight to your personal life and everything.
Right.
But then the second reason is just for your mental health, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you can't separate the content and likes and comments from who you are as a person, like if you need all of this stuff to validate who you are as a person, like you don't have a chance, bro.
Yeah.
So like, did you ever struggle with that?
Yeah, dude, all the time. That's why like I stopped wearing the do-rag, dude. Because it's like I quickly realized like, all right, when I started, that was me, but like, dude, I'm elevating. Like every year I've done something different. Every year. Like when I first started, it was playing serious. The second year or whatever, the second couple of months, the do-rag and stuff. Then it was building a team. Then, you know, it's doing the men's league. Then it was traveling. Now it's AU. You know what I'm saying? So I've always tried to just, you know, do something different or just level up for myself, you know, or my brand or my brand's sake.
For sure. So how has like, because the brand deal side, for me, when I was going and getting brand deals, I had to do a lot of like cold outreach, and I was sending DMs and emails, and I don't have an agent. I have no management.
Oh, okay.
So like I had to go get it all on my own.
Gotcha.
So how did you approach it from like, did an agency approach you? Like how did you go about the management process? And then from there, like how do you navigate brand deals?
So shout out to my boy Ryan that crashed at me. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
no, we follow each other.
Yeah, cool guy. He put me on Long Haul, where it was Long Haul, but now it's Wasserman, I think. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, it's an agency that basically, you know, does all the dirty work for you, reaching out, you know, the deliverables, just doing all that email work for you. They send you, you know, options and stuff like that, whether brands, you know, the time frame, what video needs to go in, and just you got to film, and that's it. And then it's like a, you know, whatever split that you guys agree on, which is usually good. You know, it's like an 80-20, whatever. So
what's up, guys? If you are a high school or college athlete, it is extremely important for you to understand what NIL actually is, how you can use it to your advantage, and where the future of NIL is going. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people call themselves NIL experts, when the fact is NIL is way too new for any singular person to master all of the nuances in this new multi-billion-dollar industry. However, there are resources that you can access that'll bring you one step closer to finding your place in one of the largest blue oceans that we've seen in years. My personal favorite is a company called Clean Connect. This NIL certification course provides you with 5 hours of in-depth content to help you get started with your success in the NIL industry, and it is the only of its kind made for athletes and sports professionals alike, giving you a clear-cut advantage over the thousands of other competitors that are all trying to find their slice in this new development in a very large sports industry. So if you are interested in becoming certified in the NIL space and want a clear advantage over your competitors, visit cleanconnect.com and use code JPrince at checkout for 15% off, or hit that Clean Connect link in my bio now. So we were talking about brands and how you navigate getting brand deals and doing all the dirty work. Dude, when you said that, like dirty work is such like a real thing.
it is. I bet you get denied more than you get accepted, bro. It's annoying, right?
Oh, I mean, if I was sending out in my peak when I was really feeling it, I was sending out 50 to 100 DMs or emails a week, and it was like if I sent out 100 and I got responses on 20, that was good, and over half of those were no. I would say like 15 out of 20 responses were no. So like 5 out of 100 might be like a yes or a maybe.
Yeah, it's hard, bro.
Yeah. So, dude, it's just the grunt work is just. I mean, it's hard.
And then I try not to really care about the one-offs. I want to do like 6 months to year deals. You know what I mean? And I feel like just having like a blueprint or just like a recipe for them to see like, okay, like this guy's producing consistent numbers. I feel like it's easier now, you know, especially for my second channel, you know? So it's really just by like grinding, dude. Like that's it. Just grind. And then you have the numbers for it, and then the brands come, dude.
Yeah, so, for sure. For sure. From like the college athlete side, a lot of them are just, oh, let's just do one post, and then if it does good enough. Dude, one thing that I've seen is that brands don't have an accurate expectation. Yeah. Because my post, like my sponsored content gets maybe 20 to 25% of the engagement that my normal posts do.
Because you can tell it's an ad. No one gives a fuck about an ad.
It's so hard to make it not look like an ad. But brands just don't get it. They're like, no, we want 400,000 impressions because, you know, you got all these videos that did good. Like, dude, you think that, like I posted 20 videos for this one video to blow up. Like, it's hard, man.
It is hard.
Yeah.
That's why I like the YouTube ad integrations, because it's not like your video is about that. It's just inside of it, you know? Whether you're making like a Instagram post, it's like, dude, it's hard to produce those numbers. Like one of my ads actually did really good and I was just like, what the fuck? But you just it's hit or miss, dude. It's
for sure.
It's hit
for
or
sure.
miss.
That's actually what I've started leaning towards is doing ads for the companies that I work with, which now, because I've been focusing on like the business side of things a lot, it's actually companies that I'm part owner, like a equity owner in, which is like super cool. So I'm able to integrate those into the podcast pretty seamlessly. Yeah. So that's like,
it's a win-win.
It's been so much less of a headache since I started doing it like that. So thank God. But yeah, man, that was a rough like 8 months where it's
a grind, bro.
Yeah, it's a grind.
It's an annoying grind, but it's fun when you get through it. Yeah.
So, dude, I know there's no simple answer for this, but I'm just gonna ask it in the most simple way possible.
Okay.
How do you blow up on YouTube?
How do you blow up on YouTube? Dude, sometimes I don't even know how big I am, bro. Like, dude, for real. I'm such a chill ass dude, bro, I swear. Yeah. But then like I work with like management and all that stuff, and they're like, bro, you gotta realize, bro, you have 1 million subscribers. And then when I hear 1 million, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I've only been doing it for like 3 years, maybe 3 or a little bit over 3 years, I guess. But how do you blow up on YouTube, bro? I tell everybody this: find a formula, stick to it. When something works, don't fix or don't change it. Just keep doing it. Elaborate, elevate slowly. Start to bring people in. Start a second channel. Like do everything, bro. It doesn't, and just post. I used to be so like naive about like, oh, bro, I'm only gonna post the quality shit. But now, dude, I post everything. I don't give a fuck. Like on my Instagram, whatever, because you never know what's gonna go viral. You never know what's going to be the next big thing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the shit that I'm doing now on YouTube for one of my AU guys, I didn't expect it to be doing that good, nor did I expect people to really fuck with it. But it's like those hidden gems, dude, and it's like doing good for Braden as well. Yeah. And then obviously doing good for myself and just my whole team. It just gives you so much more opportunity to make content, Like if I really wanted to, I could be posting like 3 times a week. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit. No.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I enjoy my life, bro. Like,
So you post, how many times a week do you post?
So it's once a week on both channels, but 2 times a week.
Got you.
So,
okay.
Yeah. But the second channel is such a more deeper, tedious editing style. So that really takes a lot of time. And the productions, like you saw it, it's completely different from my main, as of where I'm just picking up a camera and just filming whatever the fuck,
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah. I always have a saying, especially when I got started in content, because I was like you, I was like, oh, I only want to post the high quality, the super good stuff. Is like, done is better than perfect, man.
Yeah,
done is better than perfect, because you're still gonna get basically the same amount of likes, unless it's that big of a gap. Yeah, you're gonna get the same engagement anyway, so you might as well just pump it out.
Yeah. So if you're watching this and you're trying to be a content creator, post your shit, bro. Dude, you know how many people tell me like, oh, bro, I'm not good enough or this, that, and the third, bro. It takes 3 things: personality, work ethic, and skill. Like literally all 3. If you have all 3 of those things, you're golden. Even if you have 1, like it's dude, it's fine.
Those are pretty learned skills too.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that you're born with a good personality maybe, but that's something you can develop. You're born, with maybe a talent or a skill that you're naturally good at. True. But you can still work on. Yeah. Like, dude, I wasn't always a good content creator. The only reason I actually got good at speaking on camera was because I played at Duncanville. We were #1 team in the nation 2-3 years in a row, and we had a social media woman named Britt. Yeah, you know Britt. Yeah. And she stuck a camera in my face, and she was like, "Talk," and I was like, "I'm not good at that." Yeah. She's like, "Stop telling yourself you're not good at it."
It's all a mindset, bro.
Dude, and once I got over the barrier of I don't want to talk on camera anymore. Yeah. Then it was like, oh, I can start a podcast, and I can actually get brand deals, and I can build a following in this community, and it's like, but someone had to force me to get there. Yeah. And it seems like you were just kind of like, oh, this could be cool.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I feel like it was natural for me. Like I've always been like I'm not gonna lie, I call myself a dickhead. I've always been a dickhead. Like I got a lot in trouble at school, and like, I've always been like outlandish and just loud and stuff. So I feel like picking up a camera is like secondhand nature to me, dude, Yeah. But it's like different when you go film by yourself compared to like, doing the second channel shit. Oh, something going on?
No.
Okay. But like, I don't know how many people were doing the 3v3 tournament with us. It was a lot though, right? Like 15?
I mean, it was 15 to 20 people, something like that.
It's hard to speak in front of 15, 20 people. And sometimes I don't know half of those people. Like I know y'all from social media.
Right.
But coming in person and being on a video and then hearing me speak, you know, and all that shit, like, dude, it's hard. And it's hard to keep an audience engaged, your fan base, talk to the camera and just not be awkward and shit. Dude. Like, even I deal with that sometimes too. Like, when I go film high school games, I'm over here thinking like everyone's watching me, but it's like, dude, as soon as you lock in on the mindset of like, bro, people are going to forget about this in an hour, I'm golden, bro. I'm golden.
Dude. Guys, real quick, if you're an athlete, coach, or a parent, I want to discuss something for just a moment. One of the most important components of college recruitment and personal branding is having your game highlights on social media. It's not a secret that every coaching staff in the country not only has social media, but they utilize social media as a recruiting tool when trying to find the best players. The problem with trying to get your highlights out there is that hiring someone else to do it for you is super expensive, and trying to do it yourself is extremely time consuming because of all the editing that has to go into it. My dad probably spent 8 to 10 hours per tournament making a highlight tape for me just so we could put it out there, but that's because we didn't have a tool like Clutch Shots. Clutch Shots is an AI computer vision platform that allows you to shoot wide angle footage of your games in 4K and generate highlights that are optimized for social media in less than 10 seconds after the play occurs. Parents, whenever your kid scores a big bucket, just double tap the screen and continue recording, and Clutch Shots will reframe and motion track that entire play for you, all in 4K quality, so that way you can continue watching the game without the stress of having to edit all of the clips afterward. Guys, I wish I had a tool like this during my high school playing career, and having film on social media is only going to become more important. So take charge of your media and download the Clutch Shots AI app today. That was two things that I got from what you just said. The one thing, and this thought is like scary for a lot of people and they don't know how to digest it, but for me it's actually super sobering and it gets me over 90% of my fears. It's like, I'm gonna die one day.
Exactly.
And so are you. And so in 100 years from now, no one in this building right now is going to be alive. So who cares?
Exactly.
Right? We're floating on a giant rock in infinite nothingness.
Yeah.
Like nothing you do really matters that much.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Exactly.
Right? And then just like build up micro amounts of importance over time.
Yeah.
And then like you're good. So that it's just crazy, and that thought is like super sobering for me. But it also allows me to grow a pair and speak on camera, which a lot of people are afraid to do, or like go speak on stage, which is something I love doing. Like that's what I want to do, is speak on stage.
That's good, bro.
So yeah, bro, that's something that I like really had to like digest. Yeah, and then now that I've digested it, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like, but see, the problem with people that try to do it is they don't think like that, or like us, you know, like that is a good ideology to have. Who gives a fuck, dude? Like, I just don't care anymore, bro. When I go film anything, like, I just don't give a shit. Like, I'm going to just record. I'm going to talk. Because, someone may laugh at you, whatever. Even if you're not big, dude. Even the people that are big, they're like, oh, whatever. But it's like, bro, 10 minutes later, they're going to walk away from you. And that moment is just a moment in time. And, you know, then your future goes on, bro. Like, just time just keeps going, bro. Doesn't matter.
Dude. Yeah, and with me having a podcast, it's crazy, too, because I'm only, like, 25 episodes in. But I'll have an opinion on something now when I drop my first episode on New Year's. So I've been doing this for almost a year now. And I'll say, you know, beliefs develop over time, obviously. Yeah. So like I'll say something now and then someone will fact check me on something that I said in episode 2. And it'll be like, well, dude, there's like almost a year of time in between, like things change. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's just, like you said, it's just a moment in time.
Yeah. Content's fun, bro.
The second thing that I got from what you were saying earlier was, if I post a video and it doesn't do as well as I'd like it to, one of the things that has really helped me out was if I post a video and it gets 260 likes, right? Not a lot of likes, you know, relative to like what we normally get out of our videos. Right. But whenever I have a video that underperforms, I just think to myself, okay, well, if I said the exact same thing in a room in front of 260 people, or 500 people, and 260 of them liked what I said, that's a massive impact. Yeah. So I think me looking at the number of shares and comments and likes that I get, and the number of views, like I can have a video that does 260 likes but has 12,000 views. It's like, man, 12,000 people. Yeah,
it's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people,
That's a lot of people, bro.
That's a lot of people. But I look at my page and I'm like, oh, I only got 8,000 views on this video. Yeah. Like, I sound like a douche. Yeah. Like 8,000. Like, if I'm standing in a room and 8,000 people are looking at me saying or doing something, it's like, that's awesome. That's what I want to do. Yeah. So why am I tripping about view counts?
Yeah, I think it's just like, bro, when you get to like like a really like for I don't know, I guess everyone's different, but like just like on a like for like Kai Cenat, like he's averaging 100,000 people on Twitch, right? So it's like, say you go from that down to a lower number, you know what I mean? I think that's where it gets like in your head, like, oh fuck, you know, am I falling off? Like, dude, I've had that happen to me a lot. Like I've had videos that underperform or like you said, maybe don't do as good as I thought they would. And I try to think like you too. And that is how you should think.
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, it's
it still sucks.
It does suck.
It's
like you think to yourself like, fuck, dude, did I make a bad video? Am I not cool anymore? Like, dude, I've had recent times actually.
Yeah.
Like I just dropped a compilation video like not too long ago of basically recapping all those funny moments that we had for AAU. And in the first day, like I don't know why I do this, but I always judge my videos off of the first day.
Yeah.
I think it did like, I don't know, like 50K, which is shit compared to what like I'm normally doing.
Jesus,
you know?
dude. Yeah.
But
that's
in
crazy.
in a week, it just shot up, bro, and it's almost at 1 million views on YouTube.
That's crazy.
I think it's like my second most popular video. Yeah.
Sweet, man.
And so if my boy Nerf is watching this, he's probably laughing because I stress him all the time. I'm like, bro, am I falling off, dude? Like, is my video shit? Like, are we not funny? Or like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Is the thumbnail not good? But it's like, dude, just chill and enjoy it,
sometimes
bro.
people are just too busy to watch your stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It happens. Like, I don't know, man. I post this podcast stuff, and I know most of the people who actually watch my podcast are coaches or mentors, or they're like older people, or maybe like some college athletes. I don't get a lot of people my age or like our age watching it. It's a lot of like older people because, dude, I understand. We're on camera and we're talking for an hour.
Yeah.
A 15-year-old kid is probably not interested in watching us talk for it. Well, they might be interested in watching you talk for an hour.
Maybe.
But maybe. Yeah, dude. So, no, I think it's just, I understand like who my content is for, you know? And then obviously, I imagine that these clips are going to do pretty well. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about it.
And then plus two, I think another thing that I don't like what people, not you, but just like outsiders that don't do content is like they shit on our demographics of it being like a younger generation. But you have to think, you just pointed out a good thing, is like, I'm 25 and I don't even watch fucking YouTube. I'm a big Steelers fan and I can't even watch a fucking highlight game. Like, you know, I just can't. But you got to think the kids that do consume YouTube, and just not even us, like fucking Mr. Beast videos or whatever it is, whoever their favorite YouTuber is, it's that 9 to 17 range, bro. People that have like a fucking brain can watch Mr. Beast or whoever talk on camera. It's like, that's our demographic, you know what I mean? Man. And this older gen is like, so just like naysayers, all y'all's generation is young, y'all your fan bases are young. That's what the fuck we appeal to, you know?
Facts.
And that'll never end, because that kid's gonna grow up and then you're gonna get a younger generation. Like it keeps circulating, you know?
Or the other thing, which is what you were talking about earlier, is like you evolve as a creator. Like, dude, you're a dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't a dad 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost. Like, yeah, well, almost. Almost. So, but like when you were first getting into it, it was like, that wasn't like your thought. No. But now, like, dude, you're a girl dad, and now, like, you have all these people watching you. Like, you got to set an example for your daughter.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not anywhere close to having kids, thank God. But, like, but that's what I think about, though, is, like, in 8 years, 10 years, if I have a son or a daughter and they go back and watch this episode, did I put on, like, did I like represent the family well?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that stuff sticks with you.
That shit's the one that haunts you.
Yeah.
That's why, like, again, with the shit we were just talking about, I was like, I really just had to sit down, because it's like, yeah, you know, let's say they do look back at the beginning shit, it's going to be like, oh, fuck, that's my dad. But it's like, now to what I'm doing, dude, I can honestly say, like, I'm proud of myself, and I know that my kids would be proud of me as well.
You should be, bro. Yeah. I mean, like, dude, I swear, man. Like, I showed my dad one of your videos, and he was like, "You're doing a podcast with this guy?" And I was like, well, actually, it was when I was going to do the 3-on-3 tournament.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go record this video with this guy. You know, he's got like 1 million subscribers on YouTube. My dad was like, "Who's this guy?" And I showed him one of your videos, and he was like,
"I'm curious, what'd you show? Which one? Was it me hooping?"
Dude, it was like one of your pinned videos on your Instagram where you were wearing the do-rag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was like, "Why do you do this to yourself? Like, why do you?" And I was like, "Man, Pop's like, I'm trying to get my views up, man. Like, this is real." Yeah, but then I actually went back and I told him, I was like, "Nah, man, that Jordan dude is super cool. Like, I'm gonna have him on the podcast." And he was like, "Oh, sweet, all right, cool."
Yeah.
So it's just interesting, man, and that's my favorite thing about content.
Dope.
Is like the relationships that we're able to develop because of it.
Exactly, bro.
Like, if you had never posted a video, if I had never posted a video, we wouldn't know who we were. And now, like, we would have no opportunity to, like, build stuff together.
The internet's lit, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
turns kids into stars, bro. It's lit. I think it's dope as fuck.
So with that, you got this AAU team, and like you're pouring into these younger cats, like Braden, good basketball player. I didn't know who he was before he went and played with you, and I think a lot of people will say the same.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the how do I want to phrase this? The social media AAU scene.
Yeah.
Just talk about how you like got into the mindset of I want to start an AAU team and all that stuff.
Yeah, so before I even started an AAU team, this is like the content I was trying to do on my second channel before the shit that you were just a part of. I was going to high school games, and this is just random high school games and just filming. Like I went to Highland Park versus Jesuit, Battle of the whatever the shit, I forget what it's called. I went to Eric Wall. I don't know if you know Eric Walls. Yeah. We played at Allen. I forget who they played, but I went to his game. I went to Tyler Mason's senior night game when he played at Plano Senior. And probably a couple. And then the Frisco Emerson. What's his name? I forget his name, but that's what I was doing. I was just going to high school games and stuff like that. And before I even filmed Jalen, I went to his Hebron game just because one of my filmers was going to film like a mixtape. Yeah. And I don't know why I didn't film this, but honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because I remember when I saw Jalen after the game, my first impression of him was he's a fucking dickhead. Like dead ass. And I was just with him yesterday. He was in my whip. I was like, bro, like when I first saw you, bro, I thought you were an asshole. Like dead ass. And that's what I was like, bro, I don't want to work with these.
It's funny
kids.
That 24 hours later, I'm saying the same thing to you.
Yeah. I know, right? It's different, but it's like, I get it. That's why when people tell me, like, not to get off topic, when people judge me off of what they see on the internet, dude, I totally get it. Like, what I post on the internet is what you're going to think of me, and that's totally fair.
Guys, don't do what I did. Don't rush to judgment. If you get the chance to meet the guy, meet the guy. Because a lot of people don't like me off of social media. Oh, you're the guy who talks bad about Rod Wave Elite. Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, I mean that. But I'm also like, I'm not a clickbait guy, man. Yeah. Like, that's not me.
I'll be honest, even when I saw the clip, I took like, I wouldn't want to say I took sides, but I was leaning towards more of Cam because we're on the same shit. But it's like, I still see your point of view, and then I reflected on my own. It's
we're gonna get there for sure.
Yeah, I want to.
So keep talking about the AAU stuff.
Yes, that's where I was. So I was filming high school games and all that, and then high school season ended for everybody and stuff like that. And I think it was like early April. I was working with Dallas Hoop Scene. I don't know if you know that as Tyler. Yeah, one of my good friends. Shout out to Tyler, by the way. He's a good guy. We were planning to do an AU team. He was like, bro, like I can get you like, like these kids that are seniors. It was like Eric Walls, Caden Myers, Tyra Mason, Jalen Haynes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just like all those seniors that were graduating and just didn't need, or just wanted something to do for the summer. Yeah. So we planned like a whole thing for my tryout, which was, I don't remember exactly when, but it was sometime in April. When I remember telling Tyler, I'm like, bro, no one's going to come to this shit. Like an hour leading up to it, driving there, I was like, bro, no one's going to fucking come. Like people just know me for this men's league shit, whatever, right? So we pull up. Dude, the whole parking lot is just fucking flooded, bro. The guy's telling me, he's like, bro, you told me there's only be like 50 people, or there's like 150 kids here. You're like, dude, I can't do this shit. I'm like, bro, just let me go in. Let me organize it. Let me do my thing. Damn. We pull up, dude. I just walk in. I'm like, holy shit. Like, damn, this is like insane.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it was, dude, that to me was like one of the most coolest feelings ever. Just people wanting to be a part of something for me and all that. And obviously after that, the rest is history, bro. We only did it for 3 months. It was like April, May, June, July, or I guess 5, right? Because AU ended it around the August time. Right. And like, I don't know if you watched AU videos, but dude, like we are definitely the fastest growing AU team. And in my opinion, the most entertaining, what people want to see. Yeah. But again, from when it started to what it is now, it's completely fucking different. Yeah. Like for real, it's completely fucking different.
So I guess I'll start here because there's a dialogue I want us to have, and I think it'd be really informative. Yeah. Because we come from two opposing viewpoints. Yeah. You were supposed to play against Rod Wave Elite recently.
Yeah, I was.
Did they dodge you?
No, they got in a fight. Yeah, they got in a fight. I don't know if you've seen that, but
I didn't. Dude, I don't watch YouTube, man. I don't really keep up with all that stuff.
I didn't watch the video either, but obviously we're in the same tournament, so like I texted, or I think, I hit up, or Cam hit me up on Instagram. He's like, bro, the game scratch, whatever. Like we had a flyer and everything. We had everything ready. We had the gym. Like we were the last game of the tournament, so it was going to be lit as fuck. D'Adrian Harding was going to be coaching for him. I had all my guys. I was going to get another YouTuber to pop out as well, but that didn't happen. But he texted me when I was filming a second channel video. He was like, dude, the thing's canceled and all that shit. I can't remember who got punched. I think it was the middle brother. Nelson got punched from a mall.
You know what? I did see that, and then Noah, good. I'm good friends with Noah.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
oldest
that
one, right?
He ran over there and No, he's actually a hooper, bro.
Yeah,
Noah's nice.
Yeah, they're all nice, bro. The fucking young ones.
I haven't seen the young ones. I saw. Didn't Niles have like 60 or something?
Dude, the kid's nice, bro. Like I'm not a hater, dude. I think people get that twisted, like with Cam and shit, dude. I fucking love the Newmans, bro.
Yeah,
like they're fun to watch.
Cool, very cool. I've really only hung out with Noah. Like he came, dude. I didn't even realize this. This is how I met Noah, actually. We're in Austin, right? I was chilling in my apartment. I was watching Suits or something.
Yeah.
And I came out, and he's just like laying there on my couch, like in the living room. I'm like, what's up, bro? And he's like, hey, I'm Noah. Now I knew who Nelson was. I didn't even know Nelson had an older brother. So I look at him and I'm like, what's up, man? Like you look familiar, dude. I don't know where I've seen you before, but I've seen you somewhere. So we're out. We go to ACL together. It's me, Preston, shout out Preston Clark, and Noah. We're all hanging out together. We go to ACL. Super fun time. Went to go see the Kendrick concert. It was lit. And then all these people are coming up and taking pictures with them. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And then we follow each other on Instagram, and I'm like, oh. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So then we've hung out. We've hooped together. Yeah. Crazy, man. But no, I like the Newmans, man.
Yeah. But I've only met him a couple of times. I haven't had a conversation with any of them, but I like watching them play, bro. Yeah. I think it's cool. And you have like 3 fucking people that look the exact same. And they're all like, dude, I know we just talked about this, but Niles, the youngest one, bro, that kid's saucy, dog. Like,
I heard he doesn't miss.
Bro, he's saucy, bro. And I think he's a lefty, too. Yeah, he's nice, bro.
Yeah, isn't he like 12?
Shit, dude. He's young. He's young. He's probably cooked my sorry ass, bro. For not you, but he probably fucking fried me.
He doesn't miss, man.
Yeah, he probably
don't miss. No, that's what's up, though, man. Yeah. So, dude, I want to like bring something up because I think a lot of people, like, you saw the clips that I posted. I think a lot of people got that misconstrued.
Yeah.
Because the fact is, I've never talked to Cam in person. I've never met the dude. I truly do think he's a genius, though. Mm-hmm. In the same way that I think you're a genius on the content side. What I think is that a few things. Me, I grew up watching AAU basketball as being some of the most competitive, I'm going to rip your heart out basketball that I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And like, I've spent all this time playing with McDonald's All-Americans and 4-stars and 5-stars and like guys who have played pro and like I played in college. Like I've played with all these guys and the level of competitiveness is what made AAU so beautiful to me. Yeah. But now I see all these kids and instead me, when I was young, I wanted to be like Peyton Pritchard, right? Like that was who I wanted to play like because he was a dog and I watched all of his highlights and I wanted to play like him because he just got after it. Yeah. And now I see all these guys, these young cats, dude, 4th, 5th graders saying that they want to be like Nelson. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, not saying that Nelson's not a competitor. It's just such a different age. And I know I sound like old when I say this. I'm only 21, but I'm just like, I'm so pro basketball that I don't want to see social media and everything that comes with social media overshadow why we play AAU basketball. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense to you?
It does. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Like, that's why, like, when people like have an opinion like towards my content or whoever's, it's like, dude, I really try to hear them out and just put myself in their shoes. Cause like, for example, you came from a pure like soul loving basketball background. Yeah. I didn't. You know what I mean? Like I played baseball my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So basketball for me was an outlet to just build my confidence. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like when you see my content with these guys and, you know, just allowing them to just be themselves, do whatever they want. You know, they can pull up whatever shot. I'm not going to get pissed. Yeah. AAU for me, like, you know, how I'm able to express myself and my brand is just have fun, dude. You know, this game's not forever for you. Yeah. You know, especially for a lot of kids that want to go to the next level. And I don't know the exact percentage of this, but I'm sure you know better than I do. Dude, it's probably less than a 1% chance people are going to the NBA, let alone playing a Division I level like half of these kids think they're going to do. And obviously, I hope they do. And I think if they work towards it, they will. But you know, coming from high school and then their own AAU teams and then going to mine, it's like, dude, I feel like my AAU team, and I'm not speaking for Cam, my AAU team is just a sense of like fresh of breath air. Like, you know, I can have fun. I can enjoy myself. I can be myself. And yes, we fuck around. Obviously, you see the videos. Yes, we fuck around. But if you really, really watch, like if you really, really watch, and I'm sure a lot of people that do watch my team, they know we usually win every fucking tournament, bro.
Yeah.
Like every fucking tournament. We may have lost 5.
So let me ask you this, because I know, and I'm not one to say this because I don't really know all the tournaments that you guys play in. I heard y'all play in some BS sometimes.
Wait, we heard you playing what?
Like in some bad tournaments. That's why.
Okay.
That's like what I see on social media and what I hear.
Well, yeah, I mean, shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm still learning AAU.
Yeah.
Like, not to sound like make an excuse, but
for sure. And I'm not bashing you for that. I'm just like, I'm here to learn, like, and because obviously we don't agree with everything we say, but we can still have like a good.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing the podcast, because like we don't come from the same background. We don't agree on a lot of this, on a lot of things.
Right.
But like, I still fully respect what it is that you do.
It's a healthy discussion, bro. We're not arguing, just
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I wanted to have this conversation with you. Whereas I think if I had Cam on the podcast, which I would love to have him. I mean, he seems like a super cool dude. I have nothing against Cam. My thought is like the idea of a Rod Wave Elite, right? And I struggle with that. And you're right. There's such a small percentage of people who go to Division I level, and a way smaller percentage of people who actually go play pro. Yeah. And me, it was like, dude, if I'm playing AAU, I'm trying to be the best player on the best team so I can go play in the best league in the world. Yeah. And there was no other option. Right. But now I see how, dude, with my story, I see how quickly it can get taken away from you. Yeah. And looking back, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I would have had more fun with what I was doing. Because I knew my sophomore year of high school I wasn't going to the league. Yeah. But I still approached it like I was trying to go to the league, which I don't regret. But I do wish sometimes I'll think back to certain moments in certain games, and I'm like, I should have shot it. Yeah, I should have shot the ball.
Exactly, dude. And like, I get it, bro. Like, even people that are still playing for their high school or their varsity team or their AAU, it's like, oh, you know, like I'm killed it and shit like that. But dude, they just have to realize like there is levels to getting to the fucking league. Like, it is not easy. You know, and I was so naive when I was growing up, and I'm pretty sure you were too. Like, I thought I was going to the MLB. Then I fucking got a reality check when high school ended. I'm like, dude, I'm a bitch. Like, I'm honestly, compared to these other people, there's people so much stronger than me. There's people that wake up 5 a.m. every day, that they breathe, sleep, and eat this shit. So it's like, again, like you said, you wish you would have shot the ball. I wish I would have just chilled out more, dude, and just enjoyed the game more. Because at the end of the day, dude, what parents always preach to their fucking kids, sports is meant to be fun, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, my pops wasn't like that.
But
my pops
again,
was like, you trying to get school. My pops was, there's 3 ways you can get school paid for. You can get an academic scholarship, athletic scholarship, or you can go join the military. But I'm not paying for school. Yeah. So I was just.
I'm not mad at pops either. I don't blame him.
No. I don't blame him. My dad was super hard on me. Yeah. But he's also my best friend.
That's cool.
That's my guy. And like, it's because of all that, he's my best friend. Right. So like, no, with that mindset, I was just like, oh, okay, I need to go play Division I basketball because I want to get school paid for and all this stuff. So yeah, I mean, I just grew up with a very different way of looking at AAU. And I was like, yes, basketball is fun, but it's fun because I'm a good enough player to win. Right. That's why I thought it was fun. Like, winning to me is fun. Mm-hmm. So for a lot of, like, I see like the social media stuff, whether it's you guys or Rod Wave Elite. I see you guys like I saw one video of Rod Wave Elite. They like hit a 3 and the ref called a crappy call, a terrible call. And the guy like pulled the shirt over the ref's head. And I'm like, and my first thought was, if I'm a college coach, that kid is getting scratched off immediately. And he's getting blacklisted to the point where I'm blocking this dude on every social platform. Yeah. That's how I think. Right. Is like, how can a kid get recruited? You guys are like, how can I get this kid a lot of attention so he can like build a brand and hopefully do something with it? That's my favorite part about the Newmans is like, yeah, good basketball players, but with all the attention that they've gotten, they've actually built a brand. And you can speak to this. There's a huge difference between having followers and having a brand. Yeah, there is. So like, what's your take on that?
I mean, shout out to Cam obviously for doing that, because I think sometimes I forget too, like, aside from all the 5 stars that he gets and shit, I don't know this for an exact fact because I don't watch Cam, let alone YouTube. I'm sure he doesn't watch me either, so that's like besides the point. But like, he struck gold, dude. Like, they pulled up to his trial, and he made do with, those 3 people, and they took advantage of the platform that he's given them. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the main part that bothers me with Cam, and I haven't seen you do this, maybe because you haven't had the opportunity to, or whatever the case is. But he says things sometimes, and I'm just like, that doesn't even sound right. Like, Dylan Harper went and played for RWE, right?
He went and played? Or he
didn't?
Okay.
He did. He went and played for RWE for
nice.
a couple tournaments or whatever, and like got these followers and whatnot. And Cam has had all of these 4 and 5 stars. And then he, at least from what I've seen, he takes some credit for helping them build their following or whatever. Dylan Harper was going to be Dylan Harper whether he went to RWE or not.
Yeah.
So that for me, it's just like, don't even try to take credit, because this dude's going to the league. Like, he might be a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
And he was always that guy. I played against him before he ever went and played with RWE. Everyone and their mom knew who Dylan Harper was.
Yeah.
It just so happens that they went and played for RWE. So I guess my thing is, like, people don't go to RWE because it's a good team or it's good competition or they play against good players. They go because they know that they're going to get followers, which in the mind of a 17-year-old kid, that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you want, is followers. And like, I get the question, if Cam had asked you to play on RWE in high school, would you have done it? Dude, I really don't think I would have. Because my goal wasn't to get followers, my goal was to get recruited. And kids like Dylan Harper, they can go and play on Ian Jackson. They can go play for RWE, and they're gonna get recruited because they're just that good.
Yeah.
Period. It doesn't matter what they do. They're gonna go to Rutgers. They're gonna go to North Carolina. They're gonna go to Duke or wherever.
Yep.
They're gonna go to these schools. They're just that fucking good.
Yeah.
That's period. So, but a guy like me, I wasn't that good. I wasn't Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
So it was like, I need to approach this with the mindset of getting recruited. And I think we're now in a culture where a kid who's not that good, he might be like a 2-star, right? Whatever that means. He might be a 2-star, but he's thinking to himself, oh, if I can just go play on RWE for a couple tournaments, I'll get recruited to go to school because that's what Dylan Harper did. No, bro. Dylan Harper was the best point guard in the country.
Yeah.
Or top 5 point guard in the country. He was going to get there anyways. So I think just the third party view on how people think about RWE is like, that really bothers me because that's not the truth.
Right.
Like, these guys were already that good.
Yeah.
They didn't need Cam.
That's why I don't care for like 4 or 5 stars to play with me. Or like, I don't, this may be a stretch, but I don't think I've hit up a 4 or 5 star to come play for Gremlin University. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I like the nobodies, dude. It sucks to say that, but I fuck with the nobodies.
And that, that's why I like you more than I like. At least I like what you're doing more than, because it's nothing personal. Everyone, like, I got so many hate comments, dude, talking about, oh, well, you're just a hater. Dude, it's not that I'm a hater. I just come from such a different viewpoint. And I'm such a competitor. Yeah. But now I'm in this social media space, and it's like,
it's all perspective, bro. That's like the cool thing about content is like, dude, even the biggest content creators, like, I've never watched a Kai Cenat stream. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Like, but it's like, there's a whole million other people that do fuck with this content, you know? So it's like, not everybody's going to like your shit, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think you're a bad person for having an opinion on
for sure
Cam or RWE. Like, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it.
I was having 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds telling me that they're going to run me over. Like,
I don't do shit, dude.
I'm like, all right, bro. Yeah. Like, okay, I have my own opinion, whatever, bro.
It's YouTube basketball at the end of the day, bro.
And dude, real talk, like, just like how I saw you, right? I thought you were a douche when I saw you on social media, and then I see you in person, and I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, and now we're boys,
right?
Same thing with Cam. I see him walking down the street, dude. I'm gonna dap him up. He knows who I am. I know who he is. Like, I'm gonna dap him up, congratulate him on all the success he's had. Keep it pushing. Right. I got nothing against that dude. Yeah. I just, again, it's all perspective.
It is, bro.
It's all perspective.
Yeah.
So, man, I just like, AAU is just such like an interesting thing to me, man. Do you think that it's becoming less competitive, like in general?
Dude, I don't know, because I know you're asking me about the tournaments that we were in, and again, like, I'm still learning, like the circuits, like the EYBL and all that shit. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I have no knowledge of like what's where. Obviously, I know the tournaments I'm in are probably not, like the most competitive. Sometimes like we do come across a good team, which we definitely have before and definitely have gotten our ass beat before. But like, I don't really know how to answer that, dude, because I've never really been to witness like an EYBL, whatever, or like I just don't even know if I'm saying it right. I don't know, but I'm sure like,
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's probably way competitive, right?
Dude, my first game we played against Team Mello. My first game in EYBL, we played against Team Mello. And mind you, I went from like an independent team, Dallas Showtime. Went from an independent team. We were playing on the Under Armour Rise circuit, and like I left them to go play with Houston Hoops in the EYBL circuit.
Yeah.
Dude, my first game, we were playing Carmelo Anthony's son.
Shit.
And I'm just like, all right. Dude had 30 on us. And like the second game, I look over, we're playing, or a couple games later, we're playing New Jersey Scholars, and they got DJ Wagner, who's the number 1 point guard of the country at the time. Yeah. And like I'm guarding him 94 feet, and I look over and I see like Bill Self and Tom Izzo. And then I look on the other side, and it's LeBron, CP3, and Melo is watching my game. Yeah. They're watching. And, like, I played against Bronny, right? Damn. In AAU. Like, I had to guard him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he broke me one time. That clip went stupid.
Like, he
pushed you. But I actually had him to 6 turnovers.
There you go. That's the highlight. That's a W for you.
For sure. For sure, but no one wants to talk about that.
It's Bronny, bro. It's hard to compete with that.
I mean, good player, man. Yeah. Really better player than I'll ever be. But it's crazy, bro. Like, celebrities really come to these games, and this is like the highlight of their summer is coming to watch us play. And we went to the Final Four.
Dude. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We went to the Final Four, so it's like...
Y'all's team was cold?
Yeah, man. We were not... Well, I think that Jalen Lowe, who is my point guard, he's the starting point guard at Pitt. Okay. I think he was the best point guard in the country.
Really?
Yeah, I mean...
He was ranked and
dude,
stuff?
People... Yeah, he was ranked top 100.
Damn.
But, like, towards the end.
Yeah.
He went from, like, not top 100 to, like, top 40.
Yeah.
Just through Peach Jam.
It's crazy, bro.
Crazy, man. But, no, EYBL is just such a different experience, bro.
Yeah.
But I was always around, like, the higher level team. So, yeah. I think it takes a lot for you to say that you don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Being straight the fuck up honest. Like, there's so much to AAU that I don't know, but obviously, like, I'm gonna learn and stuff like that. Like, eventually, I'd love to be in the more competitive tournaments. Like, I think there's, like, again, like when people watch YouTube, like if it's all just like funny and trolling, like eventually it does get stale and boring. Like, yes, people want to watch for the good laughs and stuff, but I think like a cool reason about my team is they're not just all like goofy, like they all can hoop. And they're not all 4 or 5 stars. Like, I think that's why a lot of people have gravitated towards like Jalen, Eric, and Braden, because they're funny and they can hoop, you know? And I think when you have that like combination of skill, personality, and shit that I was telling you about earlier, and you put them on like a camera, you just allow them to be themselves. I've heard them all tell me, dude, like it's such a relief for them, bro. Like coming from high school and like their own AAU teams and all that stuff, just coming to play for me or whatever, just being on a camera, being on a video. It's so relaxing, just, be able to have fun. Cause like, think about it, bro, 5 years down the road, again, we just talked about this too. They're never going to be able to do this again, and God forbid, obviously pray this never happens, but let's say they sustain an injury that ruins their career. Then they'll be like, damn, dude, there's just a lot, bro.
Not even an injury. They could have had a situation like me where there was a coaching change and now it's just like that. You're done. Yeah. So nah, man, I'm totally with you, dude. Like, my story has brought me a whole different perspective on like guys like you and Cam and where you guys are coming from. And like, I really do respect what you guys are doing, especially because I'm a social media guy. Yeah. Like, this is what I do.
It's hard to find that line, bro. Yeah. Because, like, not even, again, speaking for Cam, but since we do the same shit, like, I'm sure he thinks like this too. Like, you want to be someone that kids want to be around, and, working with younger people, parents get involved. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Directors, all that shit. So it's like, I'm not trying to be biased for my content either. I know, and I've addressed this on that video that I was telling you about in my car, where I was like really wanting to become brand friendly and just being a more positive light for like the kids, the high schoolers, or even the next team that comes to play for me, or the players that play for me. So it's like, again, if you watch like our first AAU video up until the most recent, like, yeah, we're still, messing around, we're talking shit. That's part of the game. I don't care what anybody says. 100%. I don't give a fuck.
But I talked a lot of trash playing.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
I think that is one thing that does annoy me or get under my skin is when, like, I don't know, like an old head, like some random person that's watching the video, like, oh, you think he's going to get recruited talking shit? I'm like, bro, I guarantee you talk shit, your sons talk shit, your dads talk shit, NFL people talk shit, NBA players talk shit, they get in fights. It's like, we've only been in one fight since AU, like literally only one, and we never started it.
Yeah.
But, anyways.
Well, the ones who talk trash and can actually back it up,
Yeah.
that actually raises your stock a little bit.
Yeah.
Because at least you have some grit about you.
Yeah.
The ones that are annoying are the ones that talk trash and they still can't.
Yeah, they're just ass.
Yeah, they just suck.
Yeah, that was kind of me my first year doing YouTube. I was fucking ass and all I did was talk shit. You know, that's how I made my living or whatever. But, you know, like I said, dude, like what I'm trying to do now with Gremlin University is just make it to where it's the best of all worlds. Like, it's fun to watch. It's competitive. Mm-hmm. You have a bunch of guys with personalities, and I'm doing it the right way. Yeah. Which is why, like, I talk about Braden so much, but it's because, you know, he is the one I'm filming. Yeah. But it's like I'm able to use that as like an example for what's to come. You know, like covering his high school shit, you know, making reels about him and just doing it in a positive manner, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's so crazy to see, like, for me, what a good feeling is when like their parents fuck with it. You know, like I built a great relationship with his parents. His dad fucks with me. His mom calls me all the time, like, you know, updates about Braden. To me, that's a fulfilling like feeling. You know, like they trust me. They're like comfortable with him doing stuff with me, like filming and all that shit.
That's awesome.
And then just giving him a positive limelight. You know what I'm saying? Of him actually growing for the right reason. You know, like awesome. There's gonna be clips of him fucking around and all that shit, but that's AU. You know, like I want them to understand, like my fans, they're not just funny guys that can hoop. Like, they really do take the game serious, bro. Yeah. And I have an opportunity to show that. And I told Jalen the same thing yesterday when I was with him. I was like, bro, like, this coming season, it's going to be so much different, dude. Like, I'm beyond motivated to put you guys in such a good position and teach you guys, like, just opportunities that you have aside from basketball with social media. That way, when you do go to college and you do play Division I, which I am going to vouch for them. I want them to play at Division I level. Absolutely. When you do go, you've already beat, like, this other 16, 17 roster. Like, you have a good following, you know, you're your own brand and you're your own person, bro, and you can just make so much opportunity with that, bro. Dude,
that's real. When it comes down to it, that's really all I want. Is guys to, if they play for you or they play for Cam or they play for whoever, they're making their own content, whatever the case is, I want them to be in a good mental state, not let it mess with them a lot, because you already know, dude, like, this stuff can be really depressing sometimes. Yeah. It can be hard. And a lot of people have a lot of opinions about you, and like, it can be hard to manage all that. That's really all I want, though, is for these kids to build their own brands and manage it in such a way that it sets them up for success later down the line. Because that's what I've been able to do. Yeah. And like, that's what I still work at it every day. It's a grind. Absolute grind. Yeah. And my family doesn't always quite understand it. My girlfriend doesn't quite always understand it. Like, sometimes it's just not an understood thing. Yeah. But I know what it looks like. Right. And that's really all I want, bro, because I hate seeing guys who, they get all this clout, they get all this hype, all these followers and stuff, and then they just don't do anything with it. Yeah, I know. But again, like, that is hard to teach a kid, though. You know, like, even when I first started doing AAU, like, my mindset was, oh, dude, I'm just going to try to boost these kids' profiles. But like, now that I've gotten to see their profiles grow and stuff, like, I'm able to teach them, like, how to capitalize on the motion that they have, bro. Like, Jalen, I was telling him, like, bro, you need to start doing merch. Like, you need to start doing YouTube. His first YouTube video got 30,000 views. Wow. Like, just him working out. Yeah. And I just told him this in the car. So I was like, bro, you have no idea how many people would love to just watch you play a video game or something, or work out like you've been doing. Maybe do like a day in the life of yourself, or like a road to something that you're trying to accomplish, and have someone like a fan base watch you and grow with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I'm doing AU now and I am recruiting, like, you know, all these kids or whatever, I'm making sure that, you know, they meet the criteria of what I want, and I think that would help them grow, but also, like, not slap dicks. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever heard of a fucking slap dick, it's people that just come on because something's lit and they're just going to go home and do nothing with it. Like, dude, you're not for me. I'm not for you. I want you to come here. I want you to feel like you're getting something out of it and trying to build your own brand. You know what I'm saying? I rock with that, man. Yeah. I rock with that. And I think that's the primary similarity that me and you both have.
Yeah.
As like, and that's why I respect what you're doing so much, because I know that you're coming at it with a good heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure Cam does the same thing.
Yeah.
But
used to not be like that, bro. It's
sure.
hard, you know. Like
I'm sure.
When you work with so much younger people, it's like, nah, bro. Like I gotta change. That's why I don't do men's league content anymore with them. You know, like I'm like, dude, why am I just gonna like I don't want to be hooping on YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say. Like 5 years down the road, I don't want to be playing basketball.
Yeah.
I want my content to be like just strictly my AAU team, and I want my AAU team to be known for like, you're gonna come there, you're gonna benefit like the whole fucking way. Like dead ass.
It's also way more sustainable.
Yeah.
Because you can't hoop forever, dude. Your knees are going to give out, like...
Yeah.
It sucks,
Shit.
man. Dude,
I'd be hurt when I go to LA Fitness, bro.
Dude, I played 2 games back-to-back last night. I played, let's see, they're 40-minute games. I only sat down 7 minutes, dude.
Shit.
So I played 73 minutes
Shit.
of basketball last night.
Shit.
Like...
You're 21, bro. I'm 25.
I'm sore, dude. I'm sore.
Dude, my
It
back
sucks.
be hurting when I go to LA Fitness, bro.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, all right, man. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
But
the only shit I will hoop on is my second channel videos. I think that for me is chill.
For sure.
Like I don't gotta like put on an act. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was doing. Yeah, dude. It's so genuine. You saw the 3v3, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if I lose, bro. I really just want everyone to have a good time, bro. Like that's all I want.
Man. That's one of my biggest advice to like guys who want to start creating content too. Is just have fun with it, bro. Like, because if it's something that you don't truly enjoy doing, you're just gonna you're gonna quit.
Yeah.
Like, just enjoy it. Like, this right here is my favorite thing to do. I love chopping it up with super cool people who have super cool stories and posting it so that way other people can learn from what you got going on.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want to know, man. Like, you got all these subscribers, you got all these followers, you got all these people that you work with, people that look up to you.
Yeah.
Like, they want to know. You know what I'm saying? Shoot,
Absolutely.
I want to know. I've learned so much from you just in this conversation alone.
Yeah.
And I know that we're going to
Vice versa,
continue
by
to
the
do
way.
that, man.
Yeah. Vice versa. I think that's really cool, bro. That's like, you just talked about it too. Like, content brings like, dude, all my friends have come from like social media. The ones I hang out with now, do content with. So I think like it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Now
I agree,
I'm happy,
man.
So
I agree. Dude, appreciate you doing this, man.
bro.
This was a ton of fun.
Of course.
Looking forward to have you on as a repeat guest, dude.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Is this going to be a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, anybody that's watching this, first off, shout out to Jack for having me on. Just met him like literally a couple weeks ago and doing the video in person. I've known you over social media, but in person, I like what he's doing. And also to all my fans that have been watching me and my AU team, I appreciate you guys and I love you guys. And also this journey that I'm heading on now into the more like professional, like brand friendly, just wanted to be more of a positive impact for the youth. I love you guys, bro, like for real. And thank you for letting me speak on that.
Dude, absolutely, man. This is just as much your platform as it is mine, man.
Yeah.
So thanks for taking time out of your day to come do this, man. This is awesome.
Sir.
Awesome. Well, for all of you guys watching, make sure that you go follow my man Jordan. We had a super in-depth conversation today. I really enjoyed it, man. I know that you guys did too, especially if you made it all the way to the end of this video. And if you did so, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel. Go subscribe to both of Jordan's channels. Keep up with his AAU team, man. Check in with both of us. If you've got questions, send them our way. We'll do our best to get back to you. And with all of that being said, whether you are on the court or on the sideline, go with God and always do your best. Peace.